Think about this. Think about this is what's happening to you in a year. You're depressed. You feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 2017. You feel down or whatever. You're not really enjoying school life anymore. And this is around when my Nana was sick.
Mm-hmm.
She had moved in with my aunt because she was living with us. We were living in her house, me and my mom. But this was around February. I get a call. It's like 8 p.m. I get a call from my mom. She's asking me, oh, me and my Uncle Mike are going to come pick you up right now. And I'm just like, oh, why? What's going on? She's just like, well, Nana's not feeling too well. And when she said that, I immediately know what was going
Yeah, you
on.
know what time it is.
Yeah.
Been there.
So, I went home or whatever with him. The whole car ride, I'm just silent. Like, I'm getting ready because I know what's about to happen, but also it's like you think to yourself, not yet. But lo and behold, she was there. She had dementia, so she wasn't she was not cognitive. She was like, laid back in her chair, breathing heavily when I saw her. And they were just like, all my family was there, cousins, mom, aunts, uncles. They just, said, you gotta say your goodbyes. So gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, told her I loved her so much. And I think I stayed home that weekend, but she passed the next day. And that kind of broke me because when I came back to school, I didn't give a fuck about anything. I did not give a fuck about anything. I'm like, my home is kind of broken because she's gone. She's like, I really had no sense of purpose. I didn't feel like I had a sense of purpose because it's just like, what's the fuck? What's the point? What's the point in trying right now? So my grades had slipped or whatever else. And what's really fucked up is like a couple weeks later, my mom had a boyfriend, right? He, I forget his name. He was a nice guy, but they dated for a little bit. And I came home for, I think this is after February. So this is probably like spring break because I was home for a good amount of time. And basically what happened was my mom worked nights. He was living with me, my mom, or whatever, in my Nana's house after, she had passed or whatever. But yeah, this is,
You was talking about, it's during spring break, you was talking about your mom's boyfriend who lived with you at the time.
Yeah, he was living with us for a good, I want to say a little over a month. It's funny, the one of the interactions I remember most is like me and my cousins were like smoking in the front of the house or whatever. This was like late at night, so I figured my mom was asleep. He pulls up in my mom's car and just walks past us, going inside, and we were all just like quiet as fuck, nervous as hell. But fast forwarding it's funny. I think this happened a while after that. But fast forwarding, it was one night my mom was working, and he had went out to get, like, I guess a pack of smokes or something because my mom had the car. He had to walk. So he probably had to walk a good mile because we're in the suburbs. He had to walk a good amount to get to the store. And I guess when he came back, because he's out of shape, like this little bigger light-skinned dude. So the night passes or whatever. In the morning, all I hear is banging, banging, banging on the door because like they kept the door locked in the room. And see my mom, I just hear my mom because my door is closed. I hear my mom screaming, "You better not be dead." And I just hear he basically had to kick the door open. He was dead in the bed. Like
Her boyfriend?
her boyfriend was just dead in the bed. And he was dead for a minute because he was ice cold. His body was gray. I came in. I'm fucking stunned. He had to be dead for a
few hours.
few hours. Yeah, probably all night after he came back. Because what the police said, I think it was a heart attack, obviously. Because he was ass safe. He had to walk so far to get cigarettes. But it's like, bro, there's a dead because it's funny because my mom and him were literally staying in my nana's room, like on her bed.
Oh.
And I come to look and see this fucking dead man in my nana's bed who died not even 5 months. So I feel bad to this day because I had left. My aunt had picked me up because he figured I was, distressed after what I saw because my mom was left with the police. I shouldn't have left her. But at that point, you don't know how to react. I did not want to see that right now.
So you was what, like 18, 19 at the time?
This is 2017. So I was probably 18.
Yeah, I would say you can't cook yourself for that, bro. That's like your aunt was probably right to take you out of that situation too, because that is a very, especially what just happened to you only a good 5 months before. Like, yeah, she was definitely right for taking you out of that. I know you feel like you probably should have stayed for your mom, but I'm sure your mom probably didn't even want you to be around that at the moment too.
No, she was in shock.